But Michael says, "Hey, we're gonna put your name in the ring." And I said, "I've never had our name in the ring. That is big time. That is big time." And I said,
Yes.
"Okay," because we're a small little company. So to have our name in the ring on a major fight like this, and to be associated with this fight with Sergey and with Andre is just it's a real pleasure for have us start out like that.
And I was going to say, you pick the right fight to get involved in boxing because it gets no bigger than this. This is probably the matchup of the decade. It's the fight of the year. So you guys picked the right fight to get involved
yeah.
with.
Well,
I mean, it
look,
gets no bigger than this.
Can you? I can't even imagine one fighter fighting 30 fights and not ever lost. Now you got two fighters. How do you find two fighters like that in the world? Now you're gonna have them go up against each other. That's really exciting. You never see that.
So I know you got involved through Rock Nation. Have you also endorsed Andre Ward, or is that conversations to have later?
No. We're working with Andre too.
Okay.
Andre doesn't do anything because he's like you told me yesterday. He gets propositioned by all the big audio companies, all the big headphone companies, but he sought us out. He said because he did his research, and which was really rewarding for me to say, I wanted to know the story behind the story, the guy behind the products, and because he could throw his hat in with a whole bunch of people, collect a big check. And, we're not about a big check. We're about authenticity like he is. And, he's a street guy. We're street guys. And so it worked out really well. No, but he was really rewarding. He says, I came because I did the research on you. And I said, wow, I'm flattered by that.
I was going to say that's flattering. When people actually invest their time to find out more about your company, what you're about, and your philosophy, that means more than money and everything else.
Well, look at that. That's authenticity with a talent, a celebrity, researching who he wants to partner with. Usually it's, okay, you got 5 people here. You're running what size check and what size check and what size check, and the agents get in. But Josh, his management, same way. Integrity is really high on their list of qualities that they want to have in the relationship. And Andre's just getting started. This guy is going to be huge.
Yeah. This is such an exciting product. Tell us a little bit more about the product design. I understand this is the Elements model. It's Monster's flagship headphone. It's ready for iPhone 7. Tell us a little bit more about this product. It's really exciting. It looks cool. It goes with her jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
What can you tell us
It's
about
got
this?
a lot of bling. Well, I design all the Beats by Dr. Dre products. A lot of people know it, but a lot of people don't know it. So I'm an engineer. I'm an audio guy. And so the quality of sound I got back 7 years ago when I designed the original studios was amazing. It changed the world. You put bass into a headphone. It was just like, so crazy good. And we separated from Beats, okay, and they're kind of going their own way. I don't know what they're doing for engineering. Ain't got me no more. But we will going on to these new designs. Phenomenal. And the Elements is like I said, the flagship. Not only is it super bling, it's got the best Bluetooth sound in the world.
Wow.
You can do a phone thing with it, but you can also do a digital input. That's why it's a iPhone 7 ready. Because iPhone 7 doesn't have a headphone jack.
That's right.
All right, so you got to take a Lightning. So you can take a Lightning and go directly into that headphone. You can take an Android, the micro USB, go directly in the headphone, and then you bypass all those electronics, and it's pristine sound. Nothing like it. So I'm really happy with those.
I can't wait to use them. So before meeting Andre Ward and Rock Nation, did you grow up watching boxing? Did you have a favorite?
I got all the. What are you going to say in those days?
Muhammad Ali,
Sonny Liston, Floyd Patterson, and everybody that Ali fought, Sugar Ray. All those. I followed it all.
Yeah.
And of course, every fight that Ali did, and in and out of the ring, he's just a phenomenal legend. But boxing is one of those, and I think it's lost a little bit especially in heavyweight. And Tyson's a good friend of mine too, and yeah, sometimes I yearn for the old days, where it's a lot, it's more of you slug it out. But today it's about agility, speed, technique, strategy. So it's to me it's much more of a thinking person's game.
Yeah, they're more athletes today.
Yeah,
Back in the day,
yeah.
they would get in there and rumble. They'd lace up the gloves and they'd fight every month if you let them fight.
Well, look at most of the kids who fight are from the street. That's where they learned it, right? So as you grow up fighting all your life, you learn technique, which is what the kids learn. It's not just about slugging it out. It's about how you. Well, it's always been about how you move, but strategically. So you got to plan. You got to be a real smart fighter these days.
You know what I think I love most about this partnership with Monster and boxing is that boxing sometimes has a black eye. They're fighters, but Monster brings class. And I think when they see that in the ring tomorrow night, I think it's like, wow, they got sponsored by Monster. Because usually we see Corona, Tecate, tequila, but we're actually going to see Monster products, and that's adding a lot of class to our sport.
Oh, thank you very much.
Seriously.
Well, look, we really appreciate being part of it because music is such an important part of sports. It's an important part of UFC. It's an important part of boxing and the athletics. People come out, they pick their song that they're going to come out to, and they train to their certain playlists, and we want to blow that up. I want to educate more people about how important music is to the sport and how important it is to the athlete, because it's like food.
Yeah. Well, we usually ask the fighters, before you walk out into the ring, what are you listening to?
Absolutely.
Because there's something, that they're getting ready to and they're connecting to. And even when they're walking into the arena, they have certain music playing. So music is a big part.
Well, look at the music's the emotion. Sometimes, it's based around nationalism. For certain athletes, and they're waving their country real proud, and sometimes it's about how they feel about life and how they're fighting through life. So and especially with the music today, it's really expressive.
Yeah.
And it just it's like a drug that goes internal. So even though you're injecting it through your ears, that's why the headphones are so important, right?
Yeah.
So it comes in through your ears and gets into your body and your brain, and